Hey, business-minded mama. I'm so grateful that you are here and that you are ready to grow an authentic community and scale your impact. Hi, I'm Stephanie Parenza, the voice behind Business-Minded Mama podcast, local and small business advocate, and entrepreneur. I've created this community because I want to help business-minded mamas like you build your dream business by finding your authentic community and gaining control and clarity on the financial aspects of your business by managing your own books. Now, let's tap into your own potential. Hey, I am so excited for today's podcast because I am going to answer a question that came from one of you that has joined my Facebook group, and I think this question is so good, and I think you'll be surprised what my answer is for it. And so let's dive in. So the question that came through my Facebook group was, what is the number one mistake you see in one doing their own books? And my answer is pretty simple. I think the biggest mistake that I see people make is not doing them, and not doing them at all, or doing them incomplete. That's it. It's simple. There are mistakes that can be made, but if you are actually doing your books each week or each month, you are going to be so much better off than not doing them at all. So don't let the idea of a mistake being made scare you away from doing your books. The biggest mistake is not doing them at all. Now, here is why I think that is the biggest mistake. Because how many of you actually remember what happened 5 months ago, let alone 1 month ago or 1 week ago? I sure don't. You cannot think that you are going to remember everything that happened over the year when you start to panic at tax time to get your books done. You just won't. Unless you are taking amazing notes for some reason and not putting it into an accounting software or system, then you will not remember all the transactions that are flowing through your bank account or credit card or anything in your business. It's just impossible. We just don't remember everything like that. We are busy. We are busy moms. We cannot expect that of ourselves. So I don't want you to panic. If you are one of those people right now and you have not done your bookkeeping completely, or you haven't done it at all, don't worry. That's what I'm here for. I'm going to give you a couple ideas on how to slowly get caught up and then just keep it up going forward, all right? Don't worry. I promise we will get you there. We will dig deep into the memory bank and get you as clean as we can. But going forward, make sure you're doing it consistently and completely so that you know that your books are good. Step 1, I want you to make sure that you've got your QuickBooks set up and that you've linked your accounts and that all the transactions have been pulled in, okay? Once you've done that, go ahead and just code all of the transactions to whatever account they need to go to and get that cleaned up. Once you have done that, what I want you to do, let's say that you have not done anything since 2019. I want you to go back to January and reconcile your bank and your credit card accounts. Go month by month and reconcile. Now, if you get stuck on a transaction during a month, there is an account, or if there isn't one already, you can create it, and it's called Ask My Accountant. And I sometimes just pull things in there so that I can circle back to them and either figure it out for myself or figure it out for my client. Then at least it's still coded, okay? So you're cleaning up your transactions. And I think this is important because when you see a clean slate and when you know that you can progress forward, you're more motivated, right? You're more excited. You're more willing to keep moving forward. Now, if you get stuck on something and you don't do anything with it, then you kind of get down on yourself and you stop and you really just let everything fall apart again. So go month by month and reconcile your bank and or your credit card accounts. If you have a transaction you don't know the answer to, plop it in an expense account called Ask My Accountant or Ask Myself, whatever you want to call it. Put it there and we'll come back to it at the very end, and you can take the time to dig a little deeper to figure out what it is. Now, once you've gone month to month to get caught up and you've reconciled everything, then I want you to go back and go start at the beginning, January, and just look over your financials. Do things look okay to you? Does anything stick out? I don't want you to dive deep into the financials. That's not the purpose of this. Just look at it. Does something look weird? Do you have $20,000 expense in advertising when you haven't done any advertising? Just looking for those things that stick out. Don't overanalyze this process. I want it to be simple for you. I just want you to look for anything that pops out as odd. And if it does, then I want you to kind of look into it. Now, once you've done that for every month, I want you to breathe. That's all I want you to do. If you have not done anything this year for 2020, if you have made the biggest mistake, don't worry. I won't hold it against you. If you have made this mistake of not doing it or not doing it completely, don't get down on yourself. Do these simple steps, and you don't have to do it all in one sitting. If that's overwhelming to you, take 1 month a day or 1 month of, every other day. Try to get it done sooner than later so you're not farther behind, but just get it reconciled, just get it cleaned up, make sure nothing sticks out, and then going forward, make sure you're doing this at least every month. This will become easy and it will become a routine for you, and then you will know that you have a better understanding of what's going on in your business. Now, I mentioned doing these steps in QuickBooks. And if that is not you, if you do not have QuickBooks and the thought of signing up for QuickBooks Online right now really overwhelms you, pull out a spreadsheet, do a tab by month, put your income and put your expenses. That's it, okay? Easy. Make notes if you need to. Just make sure everything's tracked. Put it in an expense category, put it in an income category, assuming you have more than one revenue stream. I just want you to put in there, you need to make sure that you know what's happened in your business. Do you know the transactions that have flowed through your bank account or your credit card account? Also, as a reminder, you should have backup for all of these transactions. You should have invoices that were submitted for the revenue. You should have receipts for the expenses. Make sure you have these organized. That is something else you could work on once you have your books in order, making sure you have all the proper documentation that you need. Circling back to this statement that I made one more time, if this is you and you have not done the appropriate amount of bookkeeping or a complete set of bookkeeping or any at all this year, don't feel overwhelmed. I want you to take it step by step. And if you feel stuck, please reach out to me. I am here to help. No question is silly. You can come to the Facebook group and ask, or you can private message me. I would love to answer your questions, you guys. I know it's crazy, but I love helping you with your bookkeeping. I love when an account is reconciled. I don't know why. I don't know why God made me this way, but when that happens, I have the most amazing feeling. So do not be scared to ask me. That is why I'm here. I want to help you. I want to serve you. This is the gift that God has given me, and I want to be able to share it with you all. I hope that this is helpful for you. If you get stuck, come see me or come talk to me. And I hope you'll have a wonderful weekend with your family. Work tomorrow, but then take the weekend off and just enjoy it. I know here in the Midwest, our warm days are numbered, so I hope that we can spend all the time outside, and I hope you all can too. And I will see you again next week.
Did you like what you heard on today's podcast? Or do you know a business-minded mama that could benefit from hearing this? Take a screenshot and share this with your community. And don't forget to give me a review. Want to chat more? Find me on Facebook in the Business Minded Mama Facebook page, or on Instagram at Mrs. and Sis, or through my website, www.businessmindedmama.com.